if they can do it for the last 2 rounds, they'll have an excellent score line of 8-4.
That's entirely possible too. Off of this timeout.
I do like to only talk about things that are possible when I'm casting. I try to keep the impossible out of the way.
I like the impossibilities though. If
Yeah, I mean,
Meteor had gotten that close.
Yeah, like the what ifs. Like, what if Euro just suddenly shows up on
What
this
if,
map?
What if we had a triple duelist, huh, Will?
Okay, well that did happen actually. It wasn't a nightmare. Meanwhile, Jesse Vash just gonna spray through the smoke. So again, the intention here, if you look, the spike was never meant to go straight to A.
Nobar
It
kan?
was trying to kind of mess up the default of Secret. And Jesse Vash's response is, well, just straight through the smoke to check if anyone's crossing or not.
And that actually worked, but it also left a little bit of a gap towards the B site, but Jeremy comes straight back in, showstopper clear, and now all they've got to worry about
bro.
is just mid. Gen G don't quite have
Selamat
the
datang
firepower
di
either.
Ngabuburit
So
Nobar yang rada telat ya.
not at least until King shows
Gila
up
King
on the
KR.
server.
He's gonna vandal.
Looking for the next shot, and then the
King KR.
He's down to a 1v1. This smoke
King
a little
KR.
bit shallow, gives him a little bit more space.
He just sees
Goes
play time.
straight into the pocket, and Borkum wants to force him out into the open.
Yeah, King is playing the gambling game. He's betting that it's not. Oh, he checks for it
God.
as well.
Borkum needs to stick at half at
He has
least.
to stick out.
Wah, gila King
King wins the
KR.
9 games against Borkum.
Tapi kan Waalaikumsalam. Sorry bro.
What
bet
an
ya nantilah di map
incredible
2.
play from King. I mean,
Bodoh
taking the
sekali
risk
punya
to
moderator
jump
ini,
out of the
guys.
smoke. The first was scout the position and get into a place where he can continue the jiggle peek. Then banking on the fact that the first one's absolutely a fake, and then checking at the halftime. of the next one.
Sawadika.
And then the third as well for the kill.
And that is why this is his kingdom.
Tiba-tiba lapar gue nih.
Even though his subjects,
Padahal
his
abis madang.
subjects were on slightly weaker weapons, he still made
Asli
it
gue di
work
mimpi
off
makan
of
nasi
his
padang enak
own
banget.
firepower, off of tiny jiggle peaks just to throw Borkum off balance.
Janji
4-7
versus
now,
TS
this
menang
last
mana bang?
round
Ya, punya
of
mata dipakai aja bang.
Secret desperately looking to make it slightly easier for the next half.
Yep, last round, that means Gen G just taking things step by step, right? Invest utility and then take that area. Very textbook Valorant. They've already taken control outside of Garage. They're making sure Team Secret cannot push out of anywhere. And now with this drone, they know, okay, the only area that Team Secret has invested into is A short.
Lah.
Even though they know that, they can't
Iya
quite
nih,
deal
boomer
against
kita
the
nih.
off angle being held by Jesse Vash.
Enak makan padang.
3-round burst finds the head,
Oh,
and
enak ya?
then
Gue
the
belum pernah
Frozen
tuh.
Shadows to get
Gimana sih
even
rasanya?
more information. Jeremy even pushing up
Masih
closer
buka nggak
with
bednya?
Phantom. Takes off 2
Like-nya aja
players.
masih 20, gimana mau
And
dibuka?
the great thing there was from the shadows being used at the same time as the fault line setup, so
confusion.
Jeremy
Lah, danar.
push
Apa
in.
danar?
So it's just you had too many things to consider, right? It's not an entire take, right, where you have to look the other way or something like that. But again, it's just an overload of information. The timing was very intentional.
30 seconds.
Sekarang tanggal berapa guys?
Secret.
10 ya.
Speaking of timing, this one little push from Dubstep might just
Yeah!
catch them off surprise. but
Yah!
Dubstep.
Dubstep, wah.
Quick reactions.
Balik
Not
settingan
able to
pabrik
fight
bro.
back either.
Para boomer-boomer
Comes
ini.
down to a shock dart that destroys the spike planter. Lockdown being deployed. They have to push this. Team Secret knows they have the initiative. They want to go in even deeper. Sylvan tries to fight back.
Untung nih ada dua
Jeremy
bocil
says
nih.
no. 5-7 will be the
Kocak,
score at the end of
kocak.
the first half.
Well, at one point of this half,
Hoki doang kemarin lawan PRX.
6-2
Agak
scoreline
hoki
in
lah itu
favor
mah.
of Gen G. And I remember I made a comment something like, well, all of us thought this would be a closer match. And guess what? We're right back to a very typical
Wah,
7-5.
si boomer.
Now sides being switched.
Ini si Gordon nih mirip tas banget ya.
To make a run back here on Haven.
Entirely possible. I mean, I have to think that this was a map picked by Gen G because they saw some weaknesses in Team Secret's play against Paper X last week. But that said, it shows it's a nice showing that Team Secret still has that adaptability within them to kind of
Yang berjanji lupa jelek ya adik-adik.
just abandon our default. Sometimes we have to
Oh,
try something
rambut dong
different
abu
in
lihat
the
tuh.
setup, perhaps.
Kelakuan
Now, going to
hampir
the
kayak si
next
Abu
half,
nih.
This is where we get to see what Gen G has to show for us because
Rachel
they haven't
HNN
really played
siapa
this in a
anjir
pretty
bentar
long
guys.
time.
Yeah, I mean, Gen G not. Now, the core of Gen G, right, they've played it before,
Huh?
and one of the things I want to note is Goddad has often
The fuck are you, man?
on the breach here on Haven. I think that's one of the things. The other thing, King, even dating back to the DRX and Vision Striker days, he was known to just hold one site on his own. Yeah, as that Killjoy, sometimes with just a Sheriff. And that suddenly makes this a 2-site map for Gen G on defense instead of a 3-site map. So do those factors work in favor for Gen G? Because it looks like they might need it.
As always, things boil down sort of to this pistol round.
Iya, lu abu mulu diserang. Lah,
Team Secret
lu merasa kelakuan lu kayak abu,
and Gen
Jikri.
G just
Wah,
found their way with this map.
berarti lu harus cepat-cepat ini, bro. Harus cepat-cepat balik ke
Lots
hijau.
of things to discuss here, of course. Now you are swapping sides, but surely you've checked the tendencies, how the players
Yang
like
ngalahin
to move
King
around.
RRQ
Now, I
jago.
will say in terms
Siapa?
of like pairing and movement of the micro compositions within each team, nothing too surprising.
Gimana pendapat Bung Weben tentang Sedelang di obok-obok?
Help for A main fights from both
Lebih ke energinya sih yang berubah.
success and then help rotate things over. My big
Holy
question and my
fuck.
eyeballs are going to
Si
be
Hans foto
really
sama
on
Kayson,
Team
Cok.
TS, right? How do they constantly change up their setups to try to throw a little curveball towards Team Secret's attack?
Yeah, because these two teams stick to the meta. These two teams stick to what makes sense.
Oh,
And when that happens, it comes down to these little micro adjustments. And that is what we see from these players, from the
foto sama
IGLs
Kayson.
that are TS and Jesse Bash. Of course, on the attacking side, though, that's where you just might be able to force some mistakes from your opponents. And that's perhaps what the frontline was meant for, just to throw some positioning off, to pick up that
10.000
alt orb maybe.
dari Someone.
It's
Pesan,
already pushed
dan
out.
kacamata beli
And
di
they
mana
know they're going
bagus
to
itu
enter a fight, but they
trennya.
have
Di
3
buah batu,
people
bro.
with Crossfire
Di toko
already.
tetangga.
Now Gen G, a very wise choice.
Ada namanya
right? You don't get
bandoeng
the kill.
optikal.
Yeah, I mean, just back off.
Kalian iri
You don't
guys
have
sama
to
Hans
give the
Rattle
entire
Snake.
space. The drone doesn't make it
Terima
all
kasih
the
sepuluh
way
ribunya,
into
Bang.
A long, so you're able to keep that.
Genji mah tim
So now
terkuat
you
setelah
can
RX.
beat
Iya.
Now you can rotate
Enggak
over
terlalu
half
ya
in
kuat
the
cuman
sharpshooter on that jet just to hold that
Cuman
area
kayaknya
open
masih-
sight for you.
It's a little bit of a gamble from Team Secret, though. They're thinking that the
Masih
players
bisa
were
dikalahin
positioned on the A
Peperek
side,
lah.
They were so wrong. Gen G still not budging from C. Anyone that pushed in easily dismissed by the frenzy that is in the hands of King and
Whoosh.
ES now with the classic. Pushing up front, walking off Garage. It's lights out for Dubstep. And again, Gen G finding that pistol.
Yeah, and this all comes down once again to the fact that they were
Mengirim
able to
foto sama
just trust
Kayson,
Meteor
iya.
for A side and then make that rotation early. That
Aduh, gua
allows
baru lihat,
Godnet
anjir.
to get there in
2
time.
hour ago.
TS buys enough time to allow King to stay hidden until he's ready to get the kill. Then Godnet comes in to save King. TS can now strike back again.
Jompat apakah Kontepu masih anti tepu? Bacot ini siapa nih? Ini gue masih anti tepu nih. Ntar siapa nih yang nge-mention gue?
Importance of just knowing what your limits are. And now it's Meteor on that Marshall. We always know he's good for one.
Ade Pauhad mana? Ada nggak si Ade? Ade!
Say the least. Meteor now presence on the B side. Anyone who's trying
Belum
to go
ada
for
tuh
a
orang ya.
not gonna happen
Ntar kalau
today.
udah
Not
ada,
for you, Dubstep.
marahin guys.
You know, I thought maybe I had spoken too soon.
Si
but
Ade
no, he
Pauhad,
always
bukan
good
Ade
for at least
Bayu.
one. So
Ade
Meteor
Pauhad.
gonna get that
Yang fotonya
kill,
kacamata
and
gue apal banget
again,
aja.
once he
Yang
gets the
emot itu
Marshall,
loh.
once he gets the operator,
Foto
it's
memoji gitu.
bad news, especially on a map like Haven where the operator suddenly makes defense so much easier and balanced.
Not just balance,
Kalau
but
begini harus ada izin kah? Iya,
Okay.
makanya bisa dapat itu
a
tuh
little
tuh
bit
tuh.
weird with the
Tuh lihat
three-round
gak?
burst of the Bulldog. It allows for Envy to actually pick up that kill, but he's expecting someone to instantly come back
Nih,
over.
gue
just to
mention
watch them
di story
weapon on
nih.
the ground.
Yeah,
Jompat
oftentimes
apakah
you'll see
Kontepu?
teams try to protect the
Lu
weapon
aja
by going over,
kagak
but
ada.
they use a fault line to be able to pick it up, and Team
What?
Secret, they've actually set themselves up for success.
Padahal
They
udah
do go back
stream
down
dari
in
tadi.
numbers, but Envy still has a
Oh, the
Bulldog.
rotations. They're rotating
Pakai
off
emot.
of that one frag from Jeremy, but no!
Emot shop.
Off of the spike plant, watching the angle into to A Link. They actually get deleted. They got the spike plant though, so
Suruh banyak
I mean, yeah,
Ade ya,
but
makanya tadi kan gue kasih
Well,
tahu Ade
more so than
Pauhad.
damage, I think Team Secret just okay with what they got, right? They got the extra creds from the spike plant. They were still able to take away couple weapons. They were able to get 2 kill creds. So not the end of
shit.
the world now. Not enough damage done to Gen G to celebrate anything. Yeah. But Team Secret setting themselves up for a little bit longer of a run, maybe a little bit more breathing room here.
I don't know, Will. I'm not satisfied with that second round. I thought they could do more. I thought they could do more.
Well, yes, part of that is because they gave us and everyone watching hope that they were able to do more, right? They picked up the Bulldog. They had already set up
Tiga
alert
Genji
commit.
kah ya?
So
Satu bro.
theoretically, there was a
Diganggu
little
dah
bit
nih
more
iklan
hope and
Prime ini.
possibility, but Genji not one to overextend or overcommit to any movements. Now Genji on their bonus, they're just gonna.
Meteor masih belum terlalu gacor guys. Masih biasa aja nih.
See, what I don't like about this is that now Genji's really close to the
Anjay,
double
Jeremy
digits.
mengkabur.
Because of that, they're going a little bit more aggressive. They know they can take some risks. So it's
Windownya
gonna be a
anjir.
big old exchange right up by A-Log,
Yeah.
and Genji are actually coming out on top of this one.
Oke,
Borkum
Lord
trying to
Borkum,
even out the odds back to a one-on-one. He does
King of
want
Clutch,
that
Lord
spike.
Borkum.
I mean, this is already disastrous for Team Secret. A round you absolutely need to win with at least 3 people alive, if not 4. And you're already down to
Ya,
1,
Adit, kamu kena
even
time
if you
out,
somehow win
mampus.
this, which statistically speaking, he does have less health. So we gotta say, I mean, I gotta raise it for Sylvan's side a little bit here, but no matter what you
Apa,
win or
kue,
lose,
apa?
you already feel terrible about round 15. Sylvan now just trying to stamp the nail in the coffin. He's not gonna get it.
Nah kan clutch kan?
Thankful, safe for Team Secret.
Byronnya
And a sign
mahal
of relief
banget.
From us casters and
Hari cuma satu pertandingan iya nih.
honorary Filipinos all across the world. And a very nice
Oh,
scoreline.
I mean, speak for
by the way.
yourself. I'm gonna predict it for Team Secret. But you know
Okay.
what? I just want to see good Valorant. All right?
Yes,
That's
we
what I
want to see good Valorant. And what I see right now is a very nice scoreline of 6-9. Okay, but still, this is again that
Jesse
play between
Pes.
those two teams. Gen.G, they knew they
Mana
were
kamu yang
safe.
gacor
They would have
kemarin?
enough in the next
Ah.
round, so they just went in for that, and they actually got quite a bit of value.
Tiga
Team
map
Secret
gak?
are on light shields this round.
Ini
Not the
kalau
worst
kalah
thing in
bisa
the
lah.
world, but definitely a
Frakturnya
little bit
Secret
impactful.
jago.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen light shields work in teams' favors.
Juga
as
ada
well.
serif-serif indah lagi
Intentional
dari
setup
si
for
Invi.
economy. I know a lot of people were talking about
Average
Zeta
kan deh.
Division taking a page out of Fnatic's book in their Week 3
Light shields,
match.
yes.
So it can be done, but you got to imagine that right now it's not because they
Ya
want to,
sore-sore kena
but
timeout
because they
semua
have
mampus
to.
ya. Mending
The
di like
side
dulu
of
lihat tuh, like-nya
Secret
cuma
here,
15,
already taking
buset.
a little bit of a
Kayak channel
scratch as
mati.
well. Starting on the back foot, they don't have too much information. So right now they're going to wait until the 1-minute mark to see if Gen.G pushes. Otherwise, they will have to start to use their drone right at the 1 minute to regain some control.
That is exactly what they're doing. Just to clear out A, quite a bit of utility spent already. Gen.G having the lockdown, having the guns. They are just backing up. They're actually allowing for this A main
Ini,
push,
Bang.
but at the same time, pushing on the other side of the map as a duo, they take Borkum away. That's your controller gone, Will.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Gen.G, they have no reason to rotate off of that because they've intentionally already left A open because they're going to retake it with the lockdown if it comes down to that. So now that they've seen the Omen, they've took it down, they suspect, yeah, it's going to be a C-side hit.
This is painful, Will. 20 seconds remaining, and you have no choice but
You
to
have to
commit to
sprint
this.
down.
They have to shoot it, but
Ooh.
King has laid it out open as a
Oh.
trap. You have activated my trap card.
Ah.
I'm going to send you into the
Habis
Shadow
dah.
Realm.
Ah.
Has a Guardian, but not quite landing the shots. He's going to have to save this thing.
Rajak, makasih udah jadi member Rajak.
Boy, this does not feel good at all, right? Not only are you forced to save, you're forced to save a Guardian, and not your weapon of choice perhaps in most rounds. And the thing is,
Sorry,
you have
Ali.
to recognize that you were absolutely read like a book, right? You were suffocated to the point where you had no information until the 1 minute mark. Then you used the drone, but Gen.G already empties out that side of the map. And the other thing I like about that is, as soon as they
Tuh,
hear
nih.
the drone,
Ya
they push out a
Allah,
teammate
tuh
to
lihat.
check
Udah mau
Cubby. I mean,
pocong tuh.
this was very,
Si
very
Godhead.
calculated coming out from TS and his
Pilek
teammates.
kayaknya ya.
Team Secret, do they
Ditutupin
recognize that in
tisu
game?
gitu.
Because if not, surely after this round, we see their second time
Si
out.
Boy gak mau gawe,
That's
tahu.
the problem. You're going to have to use it at some point sooner rather than later, because if you don't, and fast plays from TS on Gen.G comes out, your ultimates are nullified.
Well, now you're kind of stuck in mid. You don't have any information covering your backs. Of course, it is a eco as well for Team Secret. But Gen.G, I mean,
TS.
let them have Garage, right? That's the plan here. They have shorter weaponry, no reason to get into a gambling position. Just hold these long angles, and we'll know when they come in. We'll just go for a retake if we need. Just hold A site, all good.
Dikasih Cina ini mah.
So much presence everywhere. Gen.G are prepared for whatever TS throws at them.
Up,
I mean, it's all crossfires except for Meteor, who's trying to rely on his tailwind to get out if he needs. And
kaget loh. Nah, kan kaget kan?
It almost came down to it. This one play from Garage kind of falls apart. Envy though from middle.
Iya, masih dapet. Oh, Envy, ulti.
Ready for the ace. Looking for
Anjir,
the
mau
ace.
disikat ini.
Does get all three.
Mantap ini kalau dapat timing ini.
Envy needs to pick off one. Oh, he doesn't
No.
get the kill instantly. Oh,
Iya.
and then he panics. I mean, you can feel
Panik,
it
bro.
in his aim. He knows he has to get the kill instantly.
Si
He knows
Ingpi
there was
panik
no
dikit.
more hope. He invests the rolling thunder into the future of Team Secret here
Reja
at
ult.
Haven, and it's gone all down the drain.
Gue lihat di ini ada sudar guys. Tuh kan ada sudar. Coba kita DM ya. Ngapain lo Dar?
I am speechless. We had a showstopper at the start of the round. We're seeing in that replay. It did not work out. Envy had a pretty good frag. Had the rolling
Di
thunder.
sini ada sudar anjir. Di tempat room biasanya dia. Partai 1v1.
Because of that smoke. Tagged up because of a few shots from Gen G's players.
Lah tumben tuh pendukung Dewa. Oh.
And this is now double digits. Past double digits for Gen G. That timeout that we were talking about.
Belum kalah, gue lupa. Coba kita lihat.
Does not look good for the future of Team Secret.
Oh sama dua-duanya belum kalah Gen G sama TS. Baru Peprek doang tim atas yang kalah.
The cleanliness from Team Secret's calls.
Ki naon Bang Aiso.
Other maps, right? Like Ascent, right? Like Fracture. We're not seeing that.
Muluk enakan banget manggil Ki cenah.
That very well. I think Gen G also actually just adapting mid-map to the fact that, okay, Team Secret, they're gonna start to panic because they can't get
sama
a lead
iya
here
nih
on the
seru.
scoreboard. Let's use that against them. We're seeing that round to round, and that's how TS is getting all
Gue
these
sakit
good
perut lagi
leads,
bro,
right? It's not
anjir.
simply off of,
Fuck lah.
I mean, surely they've prepped with statistics on and VOD reviews, but just in the game, TS is starting to feel, okay, if I'm panicking, what would I do? Okay, yeah, I would probably invest my ults to try to overcome this eco
Besok
round.
berarti bener-bener harus bangun siang nih.
Exactly.
Gue tadi bangun pagi, makan, makan.
And now Gen G,
padahal langsung tidur lagi tadi gua.
Look at this, the operator now comes in and see it's only Jet.
Buset, Jeremy, buset. Kagak ada remnya Jeremy.
All the Killjoy utility, all the players set up to control a short of all things. The paint
Mantap
shells
dapat satu nih Jeremy
does make a
bocil.
bit of a trade, and then the owl drone, but not quite deep enough to suss out
No.
positions of King and TS. This crossfire is
Apa Bu?
Okay, if you're Team Secret, even if you don't have information on, you know, behind you for the flank, you can't force this. You've already seen the skills.
King KR maju mampus.
Gen G pushes.
Mantep Lord Borkum. Terus push.
What?
Well, let me tell you, sometimes casters are just outright wrong because Team Secret just gets kills, and they're going to be able to get the site for free. God, they're just waiting
Apa,
for
Dre?
that final moment.
Oh!
Makan apa tadi subuh makan telur.
A double kill, in fact, for God Dead. Dubstep thankfully puts
Sahur
an end to
pakai
that.
telur bro.
I think Meteor tries this. I think if you're Meteor, you try it. You do have money. If you get one kill, you can
Kelihatan.
open things up.
OP. Gak dapet belikan lo.
Yeah, change to shorty. Oh, but he's baited it.
Iya. Inter
Great
si
switch up from
Inti.
I don't mind the try from Meteor.
They can afford it.
Yeah, I mean, you can afford it, and also.
Dan gue masih gak ngerti sama sistemnya itu kalau yang urutan bawah bakal keluar dari Essence League.
Tidak dong, ini hanya grup stack dong.
Di kala itu saya sudah menjelaskan sekitar ada 4 kali streaming ya, masih ada yang nanya, saya sudah menjelaskan.
Dan BTW ini Pacific League bukan Ascension.
So many wins in a row, 4 wins in a row just to even out the odds.
It's going to be an early rolling thunder as soon as you hear the spike plant, I think. Yeah.
Barangkali WG apanya barangkali coba.
Borkum the only one alive.
Yeay, nangis.
Still alive. Teammates here for Jeremy. Still need to clear out Borkum if they want to try to push this. So they
Ngeselin dah si Kiki ini aji.
Look at your minimap though.
Meleles gak sah? Meleles gak? Lo saga origin gak?
Cover the turret.
Makasih bos Rifki 30 bos. Aduh.
Now all we're left with are 2 players, each coming in from A and C link. Jesse Bash knows to watch it, but he went a little bit too aggressive, and now on the off angle.
Nangis Kiki jelek aja.
Borkum. All you got. All you need.
That surely just saves this. Yeah, no reason to give over a potential extra ult point on some friends.
Lama juga ya.
You're also
Long
not
shot.
entirely healthy on your economy anymore if you're Gen G. So the wise choice.
Yeah.
Team Secret, they're looking alive. I like it, right? Borkum escapes the rolling thunder, and that keeps this
Weh, lama bener.
in their favor. For
Buset.
Team Secret.
A sudden
Apaan lagi?
fast switch up off
Hah?
the timeout
Mau?
to go in for that B
Nah,
side.
duitnya habis kemarin.
Something that Gen G doesn't really defend
Ini
at all. So
apa?
it works out for the time being, but we need 3 more rounds, Will.
Yeah, there's still ways to go. Now, if you're Team Secret, sure, you're happy that it's not match point yet. Meanwhile, Gen G, you gotta say, if you're gonna invest into this round, this has to be it, right? If you're buying half armors and bulldogs, you're probably planning to use it on just Fury. You have to secure this match point to sit comfortably and have a little bit more time to close out the map.
I don't know how comfortable it's going to be, though, but the paint shells might just be able to damage up Meteor. Operator swapped away, and he's falling back. Borkum managing to teleport all the way to the back of defender's spawn. He's trying to cause some chaos himself, trapping them inside of a long.
Yeah, I mean, that's allowed Jeremy to just get into the site. They've really
Serah,
split up all the forces
itunya,
of Gen
cukup
G
dia duit.
here. And the lockdown as well.
Dipalak lagi gak kan?
Does go down instantly. He gets traded, but still going
Bang,
to
mau
be
beli cakwe nggak?
in
Padahal mah di dalam
control.
hati aku yang pengen cakwe tuh
Doing
dia.
what he can here.
Yang pengen cakwe mah dia.
Oh no.
Swing.
Well, now they know exactly where Envy is.
Aku juga
Situation too, they're thinking they
menit
keep
doang lama
trying
amat,
to
gak tau bos.
mercy, but
30.000.
Just trying to regroup
30.000
here on
ya,
the
bagi
side of
500.
Gen G. I think it has to be, right? Surely you heard
Kita lihat apakah Kang Inpi, the panic boy akan clutch. Ayo lebih tenang Kang Inpi.
Yeah, no need to fight 1v1, especially
Siapa tahu dia emang mau beliin kali ini, tidak begitu dong. Itu adik saya bukan adik Anda, saya lebih tahu ya. Inpi! Gara-gara ngobrol sama si Abu nih guys. Diam lu Bu.
Sylvan will clutch it out.
that does not feel good for Team Secret. Getting that switch
Lah,
off
bentar.
contact.
Udination.
Doesn't quite matter.
Kenapa tuh Bang
The
Diki?
strat was good
Kok
for
udah ada
Team
kodoknya
Secret,
lagi
but
Udination kapan itunya?
the final moments,
Lah iya. Makasih Udination ya udah jadi member lagi.
just a little bit more
Padahal
control.
tadi malam ya.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the fact that they regroup, right? King calling, I'm low on Ho. I'm not going to peek. I'm actually just going to run away as far as possible in case he pushes out with the fault line.
BTW mau beli bubur ayam trondol gak Ben? Apaan tuh?
Taking the first bullet, and then Sylvan good for the 1v1.
Ayamnya racing apa gimana?
Secret, not going to rush it entirely, but now they have to because Dubstep's been taken down. No one's watching their flank.
Bukannya kemarin di sini, aduh, kupingnya swasta ya Allah. Kalau tadi gue di akhir udah bilang, padahal udah dari kemarin. Masih harus gue jelasin. Abu-abuan lu Ben. Apa Din? Buset. Mau tau cabai garam gak mau. Padahal itu lu orang yang mau kan? Tahu gua. Ih, dapat duluan janjinya GG adik-adik ya. Map 2 tadi apa map 2? Fraktur ya. Kita cek dulu nih. Fraktur. Kita buka langsung guys. Sung open, sung lah. Udah Ben, halo Alpi. Yang baru join jangan lupa di like adik-adik ya.
They were able to do it off the back of a couple heroics, one or two rounds that were really good off of the timeout. But then instantly, Gen G strikes back. They adjust.
Siap-siap event hub, event hub. Biasa 500 like. Sekarang kita naikin guys, 500 like. Poinnya 500 juga ya. Jadi kalau 1000, ya 10.000 lah. Hah? Ada apa hub? Ada apaan sih?
When you have two teams that are that similar, when they're playing that similar compositions, you need that
Ya
extra
udah nih
edge.
gacha,
You need
hah?
to find that inspiration, whether it's pre-game or during
Apa-apaan
the game.
guys?
You
Wow,
have
apaan
to
nih?
come up with a strategy
Frontier.
that your opponents aren't expecting. Team Secret didn't
Tip
quite show us that
simulator
in this map.
diskon.
Gen G did.
Absolutely.
Elder Scroll,
one
Everspace.
step ahead, right? One step ahead and reading what the similarities are of how you're gonna try to plan.
Wow, boss XP menjadi abu guys.
Both in terms of composition and just style of
Mas
each
apa
team.
nih? Road to
I hate-
Master,
I'm
anjay.
not saying it's all
Bro.
on one player's, shoulders, but
Ini nih King
let's say it
Golub
like
nih.
it is. Envy.
Namanya the real game King Golub guys. Wah, ini mah golub asli bro. Gue lihat ah.
Starts with a swing, and no two golf swings are alike. Then we map
Anjay.
attributes serve as a gate every swing.
Kelas parah ini mah. Tapi mahal bro. Mahal. Ntar gue lagi lihat-lihat game gue ya. Wah, Cut Rider ini lagi. Ini next nih nanti nih. Belum dimain-mainin nih anjir. Tunggu sama si X. Panur, makasih udah jadi join member Panur. Wih, Grand Chess gue apa kabar guys ya? Kan masih ada yang main Grand Chess gak? Gue pengen main ini lagi dah sumpah. Apa namanya? The Cycle anjir. Cuman gak ada teman. Mana Cycle? Oh ini. The Cycle Frontier. Kok musiknya hilang? Coba kita lihat ya Grand Chess gimana nih. Apa kabar? BTS all in. All aja nggak pakai in-nya. Lah baru 34 orang. Udah kemana muncul betting? Totetot. Tetot. Toretot. Amoran ngapain jam segini anjir?
Well, yeah,
Ya ngapain lagi makin nanya lu Diki emang udah si Arya nonton apa nih? Ih, Master Chef Junior ya Allah lucu banget. Takut copyright. Let's go. Huh?
you've got. I love meerkats. By the way, they were like.
Have you touched one before?
Yes, I've been to meerkat cafe.
In Singapore?
Coba kita lihat. Franchise gue udah kayak gimana nih? Allahu Akbar kasih obat. Ya udah gacha ulang, friend. Hah? Apaan tuh gacha ulang? Ulang. Apaan, Bos? Siap-siap, Bu. Siap-siap, Bu. Gila Udin 100.000 banget sih, ada duit lu Udin. Mona 지나기냐 우리 시원한 그니 잘하니 모두 다시 kokonolong to you. No, terima kasih bos Rifki 5 gift membernya. Jangan lupa bilang terima kasih Jarajab Rifki Nur Lokna 2.0 Atalah dapat sama si Dwili PLR anjay. Gue udah jadi warlord nih gue nih. Ah, mampus lu. Killer boy. Tereret, 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 tereret. Wow. Mantep nih. Oh iya, suaranya gede banget babi. Nah, kan enak deh. Anjir udah plus 9 gini si DBangkong jago banget. Soket kritikal. Ntar gua tuh lupa kayaknya ini udah set terbaik gua dah. MP recovery. Oh ini kritikal. Oke mantap. Asik. Kaben jago, gigi lo jago. Ntar. Kok ada quest di sini? Oh champion. Oh iya champion. Weekly. Kita normal dulu aja lah. Sulit nih lawan Gideon. Cobain dulu guys ya, iseng. Remreja makasih 12 bulan ya. Itu game apa bang namanya? Grand Chess. Masa kalian nggak pernah main dulu waktu SD gitu? Apa sekarang masih SD? Aduh yang air ya, gue lupa. Lalu O2 zone. Oke mantap. Jurus banci, teknik aerial terus. Hahaha. Di mana anjir kalau di sini? Game lu mah aneh-aneh, buset. Ini namanya gamer ya adik-adik ya. Iya, gagal dah. Savage attack. Lah kok hidup lagi lu? Lupa gua. Jangan ditahan. Ini job gua nih bisa banci, guys. Bar. Bisa ke atas? Bisa ke atas gak sih? Oh nggak bisa. Bisa anjir. Atas dulu. Tapi juga Hans ketemu VTuber banyak yang tahu dua. Iya. Lu main kan Din lu Din? Buset, ngapain lu? Oke, kita jurus dulu. Sini lu. Ha! Kubrak. Anjay. Ntar lu. Nah, bagus. Apa-apa berkurang darah. Oksigen anjir. Untung aja gua nge-skill. Kalau nggak nge-skill mati. Main gua Ben game jadul tuh kan. Dulu tuh di Megaxus inget gua dah. Zaman Megaxus. Kok nggak bisa kombonya anjir? Ntar combo yang itu gimana ya yang kebalik? Set. Oh gitu. Tek ke belakang. Oke, mantap. Pakai dah. Kentoy. Savage attack. Ini harus semuanya nggak sih? Jadi dulu. Bang, mulai bang ya, karena si Abu ini pembohong guys ya, kita put user in timeout. Apakah bisa langsung ke bos? Nggak bisa. Si Abu pembohong. Ya Allahu Akbar, ngelek. Kan nih, rada tricky main ini tuh. Movementnya. Enggak. Kita berangkat. Wow. Lawan Dewa Zeus, guys ya. Aduh sakit. Sakit. Gak bo. Ya Allah, gak bo healingan. Fuck. Cara pet itu gimana ya? Gue lupa. Aman. Jurus banci. Apa itu combo? Apa itu combo? Aku bisa begini all day. Harus ke bawah nih. Iya, kena lagi. Arena. Lupa nggak bawa darah, Cok. Timing lagi lu. Gue lupa combo-kombonya, bro. Dah, potong lu. Tuh. Sangat gampang bukan memainkan game ini? Anjay. New record. Masih cacat gue dulu mah, gue pasti SSS anjir. Ya elah. Mirip sama Maple Story. Hah? Maple Story? Seriusan? Masa mirip sih? Apaan nih anjir? Ini mah udah anti ini guys. Bisa pay to win sih, cuman kayaknya aman aja. Anjay, level up. Skill tree kita mana? Dead Kneel. Gue sih nggak make. Jelek. Gue kan warlord. Nggak mau. Ngentot lah. Gua exit dulu. Dadah. Gameplaynya mirip. Oh iya kah? Main Elsword juga nggak? Jelas dong. Karena waktu itu Grand Chess tutup apa lagi nggak main ya, gue lupa. Elsword hadir, langsung gue main. Wah, Sylvan! Silpo diganti guys.
Meteor on that raise. I want to see Eco playing on the Neon while having Goddead stick with the breach that we just saw him doing incredibly well with.
Wow, masih di bawah 500.000, aman aja. Pada nge-BTS ya kalian ya. Aura main. Eko Aura. Lu main Losaga nggak, Ben? Losaga tuh game apa ya? Game apa tuh, Sasuke?
It does look like it's going to be the standard one that Genji has been running so far.
Apa tuh, coba jelasin ke gua gamenya.
The double controller, double initiator with the raise. On the other side, same thing.
Jesse Pass with Pade.
For the side of Team Secret, you know, that Cypher in there is kind of a differentiator, an actual sentinel.
Game mancing. Game mancing. Gimana mancingnya?
Opponents from being able to utilize, you know, one of the two flank angles from either side, right?
Gamelan, aduh, kurang lucu. Adik-adik, siapa yang mau ketawa di sore hari ini? Ayo, siap ya. 1, 2, 3, gamelan. Losaga, kamu pasti bebek, Bang Ben. Bebek apa? Game Kiki. Game Kiki. Game Kiki. Game lemau, tau nggak lo?
While they are running this, obviously can't play the Viper. This means that they are going to be lacking that crucial sentinel, that Cypher to slow down the entries, or even that Killjoy to go ahead and flush people out.
Game lemfau.
I'm hoping that they've cleaned it up here to try to get this win, but I'm also not going to be too upset if we go to a map 3.
Yep, so that is the remaining question. Is Team Secret going to bring us
kalau Losaga bisa sih mabar sama adik-adik sih boleh.
2 with William and Quack.
Thank you very much, Victoria.
like-nya udah berapa, bro? Lah, anjir 103. Holy shit. This channel's gonna be dead. 99% naik terus nih. Kampret. Mau rehat bentar, Dik. Hah? Emang tadi ngapain? Kocak juga sih, saudara anjir.
We already have so many post-plant utility. We have breach.
Dar, lu lagi ngapain? Mau rehat bentar? Oh.
I could go on.
Bisa kayak gue mau ngajak main kali, guys.
But maybe not enough.
I guess.
But maybe not enough.
That's the thing, right? Because you have this Omen as the pseudo initiator. You have a paranoia that can send out things.
Ah, tolol nih
lo
Losaganya.
You might not have a full-on sentinel.
Biar cuan, bet Genji. Ayo 15 detik lagi sebelum ditutup adik-adik ya tuh. Ayo, 121 orang. Ayo 8, 7, 6, 5.
So this comes to the mind where I think both teams need to show that they can take risk.
Dah, gua close ya. Dadah. Kita lihat apakah tim Secret masih jago banget di prakturnya. Wow, bocil Jeremy. Dicek dulu my betnya apakah masuk.
He was part of all 3, and what a great start for Team Secret.
Keep me under by the tunnel.
I mean, they did.
At the same time, yeah. Spike dropped now, and it's easier for Team Secret just to pick these fights as they watch that angle like a hawk.
Oh, well, there's that paranoia. I mean, this is what the Omen
Wah,
does allow you
Jeremy.
to do. It allows you to be a little bit more mobile and take a little bit more
Nice,
initiative.
one more MP. Nice.
Enough dubstep finishing off the pistol.
Map 3 nggak sih, guys? Wajib lah, masa boomer kalah di sini. Lagi bagus-bagusnya juga ah.
Yeah, first pistol round win for Team Secret so far. But again, this is why it's a little bit interesting to me, because although this was a Team Secret map pick, they're looking to exploit those weaknesses from Genji, seeing as how they kind of fumbled against DFM, a little bit against RRQ. It's interesting that Genji decided to start out on the attacking side. You know, that's why they're going with this composition. That's why they're trying to attack maybe slightly differently, if anything. But back towards tree we go, because this is a pistol round after all. And Team Secret already have this read.
Yeah, so far in the first 2 rounds, what we're seeing is both of them having kind of reads of each other. Now, my big question is, for Gen G, as they most likely all fall here due to the difference in firepower, Gen G, are you using these 0 points because you think you have a read on Team Secret? Or is that eventually going to start to become a telegraph where Team Secret can use it against you? Because you're now committing all your forces to this 0.2 rounds in a row. I would love to see that change up in the next 2 rounds.
As would I. Because currently it's not doing all that much.
Itu sambelnya jangan lupa dibeliin. Sambel gembusnya.
But you're not really.
Sambel gembusnya.
You're not able to play off of that. At the same time, you might be able to suppress some abilities, but it doesn't really help you pick the fights that you want. If anything, there's Cypher.
Buka apa Bang Men hari ini? Mau buka warung, cuman nantilah mikir lagi 2 kali.
As we're seeing right now, firepower.
Ayo dong, ketawa dong. 1, 2, 3.
Secret, they are prepared to try to run loops around Gen G because they now swap the positions, right? Because 2 times in a row, of course, is defending B, and the Cypher has yet to be seen. So now they put up the Cypher setup on B. The 0 point has always been used close. Once again, it's being used over by A main. Team Secret catches sight of that popping off.
You know what I call this for Team Secret? This is the Pac-Man strat.
The Pac-Man.
You go around, pick up the alt orb. Jeremy's 1 point away from it. Dubstep reads and knows how to play around the B site. Let Gen G in, maybe. Maybe Jeremy picks off that 1 frag. You get the showstopper. And then what?
Yeah, I mean, this is, you're right. They're set up for a retake even with lacking firepower. And
kenapa makin kecil makin hari nih suara in-game?
They successfully Pac-Man A site.
They've already taken over. They know that it's a B hit. So now Dubstep again, his priority just to keep this in control.
Apaan sih masuk ke gene kayak gitu? Nggak jelas.
Gen G, they have to make those moves, and in all of those moves, Team Secret are just reacting to that.
Ya mati lalu Dubstep lu buta.
We still have little
Buset.
utility though.
Borkum ngambil dulu pandal, Cok.
It comes down to whether or not they can shoot him out of the air, but they just run
Belum
away.
di-plan loh ini loh. Belum di-plan loh. Belum di-plan adik-adik ya.
Not going to be enough time. Jeremy's getting a little ahead of himself. Can he get the kill?
No.
2 HP bro.
It's gonna be Meteor. Quick sweep.
Gak mau di-plan dulu apa?
3 kills now.
TS-nya juga maju-maju aja lagi, kocak dah.
Borkum's the last one left. Gonna be caught
Ya Allah, woi. Belum di-plan.
By God dead.
Now, I get where Team Secret was at, right? They used the showstopper,
and
since they can't get the anything off of
Legenda
it,
jangan
they say, okay,
makar.
we're lacking firepower. Let's go in before
Lu make
fully set up. I get the idea, but here's
hari ini
the
1
thing.
match doang ya.
Time was
Besok
against
kita
Gen
lanjut
G. If you just
PST
wait,
Indo
maybe
ya
get
kan.
at least 1 or 2 more kills even
Full ini bulan
round
puasa nih,
win,
full
but
lebih
they were
sini
so
bro.
focused on that silver lining of potentially getting the win.
Yeah.
Kangen ya bu.
Not everything comes down to these strats and tactics. Sometimes it's these microaggressions from the players. Gen G gaining tower control, they were able to take down Borkum. And at the same time, the showstopper nullified, but now Jeremy pushes out in towards Dish and takes back control. A deep smoke coming
Bener
out
lu
from
Jesse,
Borkum blocks them off.
Kemarin lu jago lu.
So even with a member down, now
Makasih
unfortunately
Papa
there's
Rio,
the raise
kok.
for the side of Gen G, so the entries are quite tough. But when you're up against a Brimstone, yeah, if you start to use his smokes, right, if you start to draw them out, then as long as you get the plant, the retake starts to get quite difficult for the side of Team Secret, and that's Gen G's only hope right now.
Poison's off.
Smoke count down to 2, Spike lined
Kan
up
kangen cakwe
for
1 dong.
Antenna.
Hah?
But
Gua nggak beli
without
cawe
so
tadi,
much
nitip
movement on the
cakcop
B
doang.
side, I mean, there's not much mind games going on, right? Team Secret happy to just give this space.
Let them in. Again, same thing. Team Secret, they know they have those guns to fight back. In fact, if anything, they just want to
Tanggapan
hold
lu
this
send di
crossfire
ebo-ebo
up by
energi
the
di
A side,
icebox.
block it off.
Hahaha. Nah itu
All
tanggapan gua tuh.
Dubstep and Borkum are trying to do is to delay it, buy time, get that
Pasti
information,
kalau adik-adik,
try to
oh,
pick them off one by
nah, itu
one
pasti.
if possible. And that's what these cameras, that's what these smokes and traps are here for.
Oh, Dubstep getting out of danger just in time. Still has that camera up as well. Hasn't activated it yet.
That's why we have Phantom.
I mean, this is, again, a play for time, right? Team Secret just trying to run the clock down against Gen G.
I don't think time is going to work, but what is that shot from God?
Gila si Tas nih.
A second one
Gen G
is the
Tas.
tap. Instant hits, gone. And now
King KR, King KR gila, King KR. Jebolan DRX, bro. King KR.
May he reign just a bit longer to bring home the victory here for Gen G, as not only does he dodge the flash, he's good for both enemies coming out of that poison cloud.
Hari ini banyak jokes. Apa, Bu?
What I mean, God damn, what is going
Kurang
on here?
donasi 10.000 doang, mana banyak duit nih.
These two players have really been carrying Gen
Apa,
G so
not
far
found?
VCT Pacific. I mean, King was doing it back at lock-in as well, even though they don't win a map.
What? Team Secret must be as dumbfounded as we are. They've been trying to do everything right, but
Aduh,
not really
timing
working
nih.
out. Now we're back to a little bit of tunnel control from Borkum, but he gets a little bit curious. Hearing that dark cover sent out.
Main apa nanti malam? Nggak tahu.
Okay, now very crucial to think.
Lihat nanti.
Okay, so I was about to say.
Malmer mana? Lagi top up paling si Malmer mah.
That so many members of Gen G are 1 or 2 points away from their ultimate.
Kelas tuh
You are
flash.
on an eco, you are already down.
Woi!
Just prove me
Dapat
wrong.
dua tuh.
Shots through the wall, Jesse Bash.
Jesse Bash.
Hope of winning this round. I was gonna say,
Jesse
maybe you
Pass,
just
I
started
guess
the
they
spike, but
never miss.
maybe not. Maybe you
Ternyata
complete your
miss,
ultimate.
get you never miss
It
ya.
still is an FPS after all.
Jagoin siapa?
Guns,
Aku
the
jagoin
shooting matters.
RRQ, Bang.
And sometimes
King
Jesse
RRQ.
Sheriff is all you need. But maybe not now. Not now that King is here.
Ah, ente dah.
And you'll be forced to kneel 2 to 3.
You know, these are the times that I just out myself as a
Never
coward.
miss.
Everyone's
I
listening to this
never
cast. They're like,
miss.
yeah, that's the guy that like calls to save as soon as he goes to the map. Every round I told you. I'm like, no, that's not actually how I play, but I'm just literally saying.
Beuh,
Listen,
gila
there's a
lah
lot
tuh.
left to this first half. Now, obviously, Jesse Bash still good for 2 there up on B tower, so no, you can't blame him for trying after that.
Still. Things are getting interesting now. Gen G with the 3 ultimates up their sleeves. Maybe a
Keinginan
set play, but no, they just anticipate this push coming in from Team Secret.
Set Borkum gila banget anjir.
Obviously, most teams on Fracture defense.
Lu gila banget Borkum, lu diem.
A counter timing. TS now has the pinch though.
Galau Borkum galau.
But Envy will.
Inpi santai punya flash set, buta satu. Santai aja. One tap dulu Inpi, cakep. One more, flash, back. Rewel.
That's the envy that people
Si
were
Borkum
cheering
gila.
for when Team Secret played their first match here in VCT Pacific.
Pada bahas pantai nih emang rada aneh, butuh liburan kali.
I also just want to point out the reason we keep talking about the expectations for this guy is because he set them so high for himself, right? I mean, he played fine on Haven, but we're used to seeing him pop off like this.
It's not just popping off.
Pan lagi nih adek gue.
He
Mau
is
ganti apa enggak?
comfortable under pressure.
Stay focused.
Find the comfort in the discomfort, and that's one of those things that he excels in. 3 to 3 now, and we've kind of swapped sides. Team Secret are the ones with the ultimates in their hands, looking to contest for this dish push.
They have the Rolling Thunder as well.
Cakwenya habis iyalah, udah pasti habis tuh, laku banget tuh cakwe. Jam segini udah habis, guys. Oh my god, Jeremy Teti. Di sini, di Bogor.
It's all God. It's all down to King and God Dead. The 2 heroes now down to 1. Team Secret, they are not holding back. I mean, we saw the setup already, the fault line to set up for the teammates over by Dish, but then just saying, you know what, we're already here. Let's commit the Rolling Thunder. We still got a couple other ultimates for the coming rounds.
We know there are players here. We know we can get them. We have the showstopper, and we're just going to make them pay.
Jeremy, he put up some great numbers despite the loss over on Haven as well, but we can see it right now. Team Secret, they're already down 0-1 in this best of 3.
Orang mana?
They know that it's
Batam.
not time to celebrate just yet. They're still a
Orang
long way to
Batam.
go. They're barely holding on to this lead.
TS sudah pernah main di Lotus, kayaknya udah deh. TS mau bangkrut ya bang? Hah? TS yang mana yang mau bangkrut? Yang Valorant masih sejahtera ini. Aku abu sendiri, mampus.
Not sure how much they have left in the bank, but looking to put an end to Team Secret's
Keeper
momentum,
miss.
if
I guess they
anything. I
never
don't know
miss,
if they're
yeah.
going to be able to cook up a plan to fight back against this dish control that Team Secret so clearly has. And dish control is something that gives them maybe a little bit more freedom to actually push back into attacker side spawn.
Di MPL-MY turu aja kah?
There's a fan cheering for one of the Korean commentators.
Gue nggak nonton
Which,
MPL
by the way,
Malaysia.
that's the commentator that actually used to be the old coach for F4Q when they went to Masters Berlin.
Nampaknya nih.
So he's now
Perisla nih Pak Haji.
said, please everyone, pay a lot of attention to Challengers Korea as well. Everyone just pay a lot of attention to all the Challenge leagues because there's a lot of great players in those leagues as well in each region. But right now, all eyes on Team Secret and Gen G here in PCT Pacific. And I love what you called out, right? The type of control that Team Secret is showing over on Dish, and then they push back out on Arcade. Dish, and then it's Tree. Dish, and then it's Arcade again. Yeah, I mean, you know, going in a lot of different ways here. And now Team Secret says, okay, there was a timeout from Gen G. Just hold a safe default, right?
Besok gambar lagi VCT
For
Indo
Gen
ya.
G to use their utility, because
Aman
what is,
aja.
you know, what is one of their
Tapi
strengths
kalau
is that
like-nya
they
hari
use
ini
their
cuman 100
abilities
doang,
that are
skip
on
dulu.
cooldowns to try to bait out the opponents. And Team Secret says, we're not biting. We've seen this from you guys.
Let them show their hand. If anything,
or
Gen G are
miss.
going to
I guess
spend
they never
time
miss.
in trying to suss out some of these positions from the Team Secret players. This is that default that we've seen. 2 on B, 3 on A. Now, as soon as the ultimate was committed, they rotate on over.
Borkum, borkum. Cakep. Jesse yang dapat.
Sprays through with the toxic screen. One player down now, and that's going to be King.
And King had the Viper's Pit as
Ayo,
well.
God,
I mean,
dead.
surely there's the orbital command from
Enak
the
tuh
side,
smoke-nya.
so it is a little
Sumpah,
risky,
majuin,
but
sumpah.
They're already down one. The paint shells are good against Eco
Wih,
as well. Team Secret trying to see if
Kanannya
they
dulu.
perhaps don't even need
Clearin
the
Jeremy
orbital
kanan. Jeremy kanan. Oke, nice
and
infi.
he tries to peek in to buy more time, and he's
Oh
ready for
my
it.
god, Jeremy.
Comes down to TS,
Celebrate
but he's up
early,
against
bro.
all 5 members.
Sampai muter-muter.
And he gets revealed.
Mouse-nya
Oh,
buset.
but a little bit smart with the shrouded step. He managed to evade death for that time being. But now, Dubstep looking to suss him out. They flash him, they push in, they get the right click. It's going to be Jesse Vash.
PMSL BTR lolos gak lolos, bos?
5-3.
Gen G getting
Berapa kemarin ya? Gue lupa
after
anjir.
their own timeout. We don't see this every day, right? Bile usually has a very good read, and you know, not to put this on any one coach or player, but whatever the read was, which was, you know what? Once you find whatever
Pokoknya di lower lah si, bukan di lower, maksudnya di bawah-bawah lah si BTR.
get the spike down and then hold position.
But that didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, Team Secret says, well, what if we just make it a 5v4?
16 oh.
Goes down, and Gen G didn't have an answer for that question on the exam.
Because that's the thing about the null command. It pulses, it reveals your location with every movement, every 5 seconds. And Team Secret knows how to spray
Or
it through the
miss,
toxic
I
screen
guess
because
they
of that.
never miss.
They're actually switching up positions this time.
Pengen
That's
nih,
what I like about
Phantom
this
Borku.
play, because you have Dubstep now on the A site. Then it's going to be Jesse Vash and Jeremy. Closer towards B. Gen G though.
Buncit.
Split push. Morgan getting first contact.
Kata pen sebelah menang
Yeah, he is
hoki
scratched up,
anjas.
so now he's, you know, ready to get taken out off of a single shot from really any of these weapons that they're holding. Meteor actually is going right now while he is going for a headshot.
Borka, please!
Surely Borkum was looking at his watch, right? Trying to check if it was Borkum time perhaps, but guess what? It wasn't. Because Meteor
Not
comes
yet.
out. No, just not yet, still. I know it's been a lot of time, but still not happening just yet. And all right, well, I mean, Gen G with lack of firepower,
Untung
but
PB dapat banyak
power
banyak ya,
numbers.
hoki benar.
30 seconds
Now they
left.
still have to
Ya
clear
semua ini
trap
juga nih,
bars,
semua
right? And
turnamen juga
two
pasti ada fitur
seconds.
hoki,
They do have a
fitur.
race with
Faktor.
blast packs. It's doable.
Pasti ada faktor hoki, bro.
Jeremy and his anchoring potential. His teammates possibly from the spawn itself.
Alas, ya boy, Jeremy tuh, hoki Jeremy tuh.
Who sprays through with the Phantom. Getting a quick double now. The rest of them, he's got the camera.
10 seconds left.
Making a little bit more noise, but Meteor, you've said it before.
Dubstep lari aja, lari, santai. Ah, gitu dong Dubstep. Itu baru Cyber Bangkong.
Gets a 4K, holds down the site, and this is the leisure you can have if you have a great
Beruntung
Cypher
sama
on a
dengan
map
hoki.
like Fracture.
Buset.
Right, Quack, you called it out. They're changing up the Cypher setups every round. Sometimes it's just within each site, but then once they read the pattern from Gen G, they throw a curveball, put the Cypher on the other side, and despite Meteor getting the first kill,
Menurut lu pemerintah Indonesia bakal terima tawaran BRICS gak buat ngancurin dolar Amerika? Menurut lu pertanyaan lu buat ditanyakan gak di streaming PCT Pacific? Woi, siap.
He wants Gen G to remember that one.
Like you were mentioning, he did get that support from Envy. That flashpoint was perfect. Still firepower on their sides. Now Gen G gets to fight
Gua
back.
tahu lu butuh atensi,
Let's see
cuman
how the position switch up.
udah itu aja yang bisa gua kasih.
Okay, so we just saw Gen G this time throw the 0 point.
Emang
We're
gua
ready
mirip
to
Karni
pass on
Ilya
either
sedikit,
way.
cuman
So now they're also trying to fish out for a little bit more of a response from Team Secret. Team Secret also not doing it right. Off of that, they actually pushed out of A main if we looked at the mini-map to try to gain some control and information. Obviously it was smoked off, so everyone's just kind of hidden from each other.
enggak gitu,
Only
Ben. Oh,
way this
enggak ya?
works out for Gen G is if they
Apa lebih ke calontong gitu?
maybe find one pick, maybe bait some rotations over, and then make a play.
Oi,
But Team Secret are doing the exact same thing. They're making sure that they're not peeking alone. They're not exposed to open positions alone.
Irbra.
If Team
Apa lagi tuh?
Gen G, rather, is actually able to get rid of just some Cypher utility, they'll be able to actually make a move one way or
kelihatan,
the other, but TS has no idea that
Ini dia kamera dari DBangkong adik-adik dipakai oleh Borkum, lihat tuh.
C's coming in to buy time, the smokes.
Ya, dubstepnya.
Not quite
Oh,
expect
Borkum
Meteor
tadi ngomong
coming from
dubstep.
behind.
Dubstepnya main di atas, tidak ada yang menjaga adik-adik, bodoh sekali ya.
What a place to deploy this Viper's Pit, completely blocking off Sands as well as attacker side Spawn. He even
King
holds
KR.
down himself with this Phantom. They try to push up on top of him.
Oh
but he
my
gets
god,
out of
King
dodge.
KR.
King, the entire reason he puts up the pit is just to buy time and space for the spike to go down. But it wasn't even just the pit, it's actually his duels that
Ih,
allows
jago Jeremy bisa lompat silent, guys.
the star player, but it's too tough against
Itu tuh ada cara
3 members left
drop
alive for
silent tuh,
Gen G.
pakai
Gen G
shift.
claw back. Now making it 4-6.
Sometimes that's all we need. We go back to basics. That's
Lebih
what
ke
the
Bambang
Viper's
Pacul.
Pit
Aduh, ini
really
lagi
is. It's just
si
a big old
member
smoke.
gratisan, guys.
It's pretty big, but it is still just
Itu
smoke.
lagi ngejok saya, siap-siap adik-adik, 1, 2, 3. Maupun apa enak yang buat pakai Phantom apa aja. Map sempit sih. Kalau Phantom banget ya. Map sempit nih. Fraktur lumayan sempit.
Yeah, and I like
Kayak
that you
Bayern,
consider the Viper's Pit because
Keplit,
so often do we see teams
Aseno.
say, well, Viper's Pit is so strong. Yeah, let's use it for the most ideal
Kalau Heaven di
scenario,
beberapa
right?
spot aja.
And then you often just see it rotting.
Rajak, terima kasih 4 bulan.
Viper, right? The toxins
Bukan
all
duluan,
just
yo. Monggo,
dissolving
monggo.
into the air. They no longer hold their power, and it just doesn't happen anymore. But King is actually one of those players who just says, you know what, just commit. Like, I'm just gonna commit, and I'm actually gonna trust in my duels around.
Apalagi buat kalian yang suka
Viper's Pit.
run and gun ya, di map sempit tuh pakai Phantom. Woi, grill, is that a grill, guys?
Pacific.
Is
Now,
that a grill?
Team Secret.
King
they
KR.
have, Gen G try to claw back a little bit. They thought they could keep them at bay after the timeout, but now they say, no, we want to make sure we clean this out 8-4. We want to get as much of an advantage as we can here on the defensive side, especially with that Cypher in play.
DBangkongS itu artinya, oh begitu. Oh, lu bisa-bisa Korea ya?
Watch out for some of the utility, the ultimates inside of Gen G. From the shadows is not a small thing to be laughed at. Rolling Thunder even more so.
Yeah, but I think they're going to push out. If the 0 point came, they were trying to fault line right off of it. But this time it's a deeper 0 point, a nice little chip.
Lihat Jesse Ice1. Seiznya dulu dikeluarin dong.
Jeremy to swing. Paranoia still touches him as he dances back into the boxes, but the paint shells will force them to be dispersed. Jeremy now
Ini namanya
swings
3 lawan
out,
5, jadi 2 lawan 5, jadi 1 lawan 5, 2 deng.
And Jeremy
Up.
continues to play from the box.
Ulti gak sih? Ulti gak sih, bro?
Arrives in the form of Envy now. A second paint shell's deployed, and King
Bro,
going
worth it, bro. Ulti lu, bro.
Taking advantage of the fact that, you know what, Team Secret, they now
What
have to
the fish,
commit
bro?
to this. Meanwhile, God down to literally 1 HP, but the I mean, the problem was Jeremy, while he
Balik
was
next
good
match,
for
ya.
kills, he was stuck, so his teammates had to come help fight. But at the end of the day, final boss King still alive. I mean, even if it's 1 HP, it is still a 2v1.
I don't hate it.
You know what?
Might be the final boss.
You know what? Actually, health-wise, Team Secret's ahead right now.
Ben bahas pantai, Ben. Iya nggak apa-apa. Itu mah namanya nggak ngehargain gua aja. Terserah gua mah. Gua mah nggak akan ngemarahin atau apa. Cuman lebih ke nggak ngehargain gua aja. Gua lagi streamin apaan? Gua lagi bahas apaan?
20 seconds, can you actually make it onto A? You
Aman aja.
They can, but they have to run it. And so they have to just run, and if King gets killed, Godnet has to be ready for the trade.
Oh, Dubby. He's got a
10
trap.
seconds left.
Oh, the flash drive!
Aduh, ente double step.
1 HP, ready for the trade!
Kurang, bro.
What just happened? I cannot.
Kurang kepala tuh dikit lagi.
What a
Bro never use ult.
though, right? They suspect the Cypher utility to be there.
Yang 1 HP kagak mati ya, kocak banget emang nih game. Gak bisa gitu nyerempet gitu. Pelurunya nembus dikit. Tapi kalau bahasa pakai cengkering boleh ya Ben, ya terserah. Kan gue nggak ngemarahin dan nggak apa juga. Gue membebaskan bro, aman aja.
What a brilliant 2v1.
I can't even speak anymore, Will.
Buset itu namanya flash lewat ini nih. Lewat atas pala tuh flash.
A main control gone. A side control gone. Paranoia to push him back. Dubstep
Anjir.
still trying to fight in for this. Oh, and he just switches up positions. What is this?
Oke Ben, sorry next stream ya, silakan mau next stream, mau next mon, mau next HP juga.
The site is free. They get the information here from the neural theft, but it's not going
Alas
to be
ya, awas.
something new. It's all positions that both teams are aware of. Gen G not phased at all by that ultimate. And we're starting to see the aim get shaky again from Team Secret. They thought they had the momentum.
Nah lo,
Oh, and he's just buying time.
Yeah, I mean,
nah lo.
again, these ultimates, they don't always have to get the kills themselves, right?
Kepencet gak sih itu?
Time, create space,
Enggak deng,
whatever
itu nge-buy time doang.
And King, good for
Dia nggak perlu di kill, yang penting delay.
Suddenly we're tied up 6-6.
6 sama ya, tersusul ya.
And the man is just showing up.
Nobar 1 match
Stepping
doang Ben.
up on the server. From what looks like a team
Dari
secret
jadwal sih kelihatannya gitu ya.
hold at the start of this first
Mau
half.
nunggu aja sampai jam 4 minggu depan. Botak.
Just come back into the game.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that flash drive on A main popped literally in front of Jeremy, and he still dodged it, or maybe it popped right over his head.
KR.
That's why he was only like half blinded. It happened so quickly there. Caught a glimpse of it on that replay as well. But either
Anjay,
way,
tas.
God dead. The flash
Jangan
drives
ngantuk,
have been
Tas.
very, very good. King coming in when needed most, right? He doesn't have the most
Habis
insane
Nobar
amount of
di stream
kills,
nggak?
but all
Ya
the
nanti
kills
di stream.
were so impactful. They led to these clutches, these 2v1s, things like
Yes.
that. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jeremy, he's doing whatever he can to put
Prediksi
up
Mafraktur
numbers
skor
on the board.
berapa?
But they're not
13
hefty enough numbers to carry the
13-10 lah, close game ini, close game.
Yeah, I'm really just looking for either one of these teams.
Buka
If
pakai
I'm
apa?
being
Nggak
honest, a
tahu.
little bit more so on Team Secret side. To do something to break the mold. To
Si
do
Agam lagi
something
beliin
that
tahu.
catches Gen G by surprise. It almost worked out with that
Genji
1
sama
PK
Derek
up
jagoan mana?
by
Masih Genji sih.
Arcade, up by
Masih
Bench,
Genji,
but
masih Derek sih.
when it comes down to it, that was still just a firefight. A position
Buka
that
ya,
was easily
Sakti
pinned
buka.
down
Yang baru join jangan pada jelek adik-adik ya.
and friends.
Yeah, I mean, again, I like that you called out that round because you could see the idea that Secret understands that they needed to do something different. So they set up a trap play instead of pushing out to try to win the trades, but it's not clean enough to the point where Jeremy can get out safely. So then they actually just
Mr.
have to
Yoru
keep
is back
committing
again.
more backup to try to get Jeremy. I mean, it turns into saving Private Jeremy out there on Arcade, and eventually it doesn't quite complete the mission.
Definitely not. Where is our captain in all of this? Where has Jesse Bash been?
Jeremy kalau Coach manggil pakai Om nggak? Pasti sih ke Jesse Pes. Om Jesse Pes, anjay.
They've shown so much promise. This squad.
Bobo tanga gago,
They've
anjay.
shown so much potential on what can be done when you start to clean up the fundamentals, but keep the wildfire.
Guys, kalian ada yang belajar bahasa pakai Duolingo nggak guys?
Even Jesse Bash. But then you have these youngsters like Envy and Jeremy.
Gimana Seno kok digoreng-goreng? Gak tahu, coba tanya si Col dah. Katanya mau disayurin tapi malah digoreng-goreng Seno tuh.
Learned their lesson against DFM last week. They lost this fracture map.
Kamu pakai Wisnu, ini nggak berpengaruh nggak apa? Cepet gak gitu belajarnya?
Off the timeout from Bile, they're just sussing out information. This time playing so safe. Two controllers stacked up on the A side.
Ini ditawarin, bukan gue pengen belajar bahasa, Cok. Mudah kah atau lebih gimana gitu kalau pakai Duolingo? Belajar bahasa apa dulu ya? Bahasa semua bahasa. Cepet kalau niat. Cobain kalau rajin. Yaudah buat mulai besok gue jadi streamer bahasa guys.
Well, continues tries to move forward, but close range. The Frenzy will be able to strike down.
Enak langsung ngobrol. Enak ngobrol langsung maksudnya? Di aplikasinya ngobrol langsung gitu. Lah, itu klik kanan.
Going in from the smokes itself. 1-on-2. He does have a Frenzy. But look at all these positions being covered up by
Ada tergantung bahasa apanya. Oh. Bukan kayak main Ome ketemu orang luar. Bentar, kalau dari komanya sih bukan kayak main Ome ketemu orang luar. Cakep, apa tuh? Pantun. Enak kan kalau belajar sambil ngomong sama orangnya. Kalau Jerman itu ada bagian yang harus ngomong. Oh, berarti itu tapi ini ya harus bayar dulu kan ya, yang premium gitu ya, Wisnu ya? Bukan kayak main Ome nanti ketemu orang luar. Nah, gitu dong, Pis. Anjing. Maaf. Up. Ngomongin apa itu Duolingo? Gue pengen belajar bahasa. Udah lama. Belajar bahasa Arab bisa kan? Kagak, itu gratis. Gak bayar gak apa-apa, cuma ada kesempatan gagal 5 kali. Hah? Maksudnya? Apa tuh gagal-gagal? Diam lu, Chris. Orang lagi nanya, Bang Tai Bango. Diam! Ada koinnya. Hah? Koin untuk belajar. Kayak game ada nyawanya. Oh, berarti gue belajar dulu, terus nanti kuis nih. Nah, kuisnya tuh pakai koin. Kayak hati kalau misalnya salah ada kesempatannya. Oh. Oke, menarik. Kalau unlimited gimana? Unlimited? Gue kan kebetulan goblok nih. Mending cobain sendiri dulu, Ben tuh. Kalian sadar gak? Nih kalau gua nanya-nanya gini, kalian talkative gini tuh sebenarnya bagian dari adlibs. Cuman sayangnya nggak disponsorin ya. Ayo, mungkin Duolingo lagi nonton, boleh email aja atau DM Instagram. Langsung coba Bang Ye konto tuh, lihat si abu-abu yang dapat member gratis ini bodoh tapi mau bahas politik, jadi kan kurang valid. Ketahuan deh, kepancing, lihat tuh. Ada mod APK unlimited. Aduh, aku yang bayar-bayar aja dah. Tawa lubu anjing. PS yang bener aja lah, mati 3 loh. Dah. Pakai pelentungan. Ada kan yang kayak jualan kidut gitu murah-murah, tapi gue sih sebenarnya rada trauma kalau yang beli yang murah-murah gitu ya. Lagi trauma gue mau beli Netflix lah, apa yang alah, gak dah. Ntar ke cancel gue mendingan bayar lebih. Tapi ini gue gak ada masalah. Ntar dulu, ngomong-ngomong juga transaksi Netflix tanggal 12 nih. Dana saya ada berapa sebentar ya? Ini kenapa face verification lagi nih? Retry. Either much deeper and then help clear sewers, or you're just gonna check and then fall back. Looks like it might be the latter, especially with how this toxic screen is set up. Alright, got that actually. Able to get that on the peak.
So he falls back to Jeremy continuing to press
lucu
up
plik,
front,
lucu plik.
all that time, King, Meteor,
oh shit, abis. Oh my god, mati lu Meteor.
Yeah, that's one of those times where it starts to feel very, very scary. The plant will still happen. He takes a lot of damage, but the good thing for Team Secret is that, okay, Gen G has an operator, right? No retake is going to feel great here. What can they do? Oh. Well, King could just start winning every duel 1 by 1.
He is that king on the chessboard. One piece by one piece, he gets all of them. Not unless some players from Team Secret can counter this. They do have that post-plant utility. Incendiary now
Lu Netflix
deployed
kain aja,
just to
skip
burn down
dulu.
the timer.
He's not getting hit by it.
No!
DS gets his hold in.
Oh my god. The real percaya teman, bro.
DS finds not only a spot to defuse, but also
Kenapa
to
nggak
hide at the
bareng
same
ya
time.
satu-satu ya?
Crucial mistake coming up from Borkum, and that allows Meteor
Si
despite having so little health, to
Borkum.
just hold the angle, cover for TS.
Sniper Overwatch.
Line up yang baik dari Brim ya. Rada konyol dah.
Low. Surely
Iya.
a single spray would have done the trick, but look at how sharp.
Lupa dia ngeplan di mana, itu ngeplannya buat yang di depan ya kan?
And we have chess pieces on the side of Gen G being swapped out for queens.
Timeout mulu, iyalah anjir, udah mistake parah itu, mistake.
So many players to look out for. The timeout being forced from Team Secret.
Yeah, and just to be in Team Secret shoes there at the
Ben,
end,
apa
right?
Ju?
I mean, yeah, Meteor was low, but I think at the same time, probably what they're thinking is, oh, I think they have someone sticking the defuse. So then you're just trying to wide swing, dodge the operator, get the spike diffuser first, right? Make sure that you can still keep the round alive. But Meteor doesn't miss a single one there at the end. He whiffs a couple in the beginning, and he redeems himself right away. Gen G in the lead, 9-7. Secret, I think this time out more
You know lah,
than anything, it's
mana?
gotta be
Enggak,
used
Ben
to
doang
knock
deh.
players down, right? I mean, yes, Gen G, they're taking the lead, but it's not that far
Hanya
off,
doang,
right?
nyapa
9-7.
doang Ben. Halo Juan.
Sure, based on how these
Jangan lupa di like Juan,
yeah,
kamu
I mean,
baru
this one
join
you're gonna
kan?
have to save a little bit, so it's a half buy. So in theory, 10-7, still very doable,
Itu gatal ya
right?
Allah.
It's not out of this world yet. Yes, Meteor as an operator, it's all sorts of an uphill battle, but again, it's not like it's match point, is what I'm trying to say.
I needed that, Will. Thank you.
I mean, this is
Halo, udah gitu Ju, buset.
and it's important for the players to remember as well.
That's
Ih,
why
Jeremy.
they're continuing to go into this
Apaan sih catel lu?
full force, full send ahead, but Goddead does not budge. Close
Oi.
range duels is where he excels. Spray
Oi.
still good. Not before trade. Took down 2 players.
Oh, no, I was about to say, crucially, they still pick up 2 rifles, but Jesse Vash instantly loses one of them. So now, the Stinger and a Phantom, and the rolling
300.
Nico just sending commands over to me here. Obviously just picking out the location there more than anything.
Let's go.
If anything, position so crucial for Invi.
Oh my god, Invi lagi yang mati. Untung aja nge-push dia. Gen G ini tim underrated gak sih? Nggak underrated juga. Dia di Korea oke bro. Lu lihat isinya bro, Meteor, Goddead, King, ada Sylvan, ada. Gak seru matchnya. Nih bapak-bapak nih sebenarnya lagi on fire aja, cuman ketemu Genji jadi tolol. Masa gak comeback nih Secret lah. Ada Mas Eko juga, iya nih ada Mas Eko guys.
Up in tower, dubstep actually good for the trade. It's Gen G on an eco.
This is where it also gets risky for Team Secret. You never quite know where Gen G might be hiding. That's why the utility has to be pristine.
Duolingo di web masih unlimited Ben di gua, tapi fiturnya kurang beda sama yang di HP. Berarti mending yang di HP ya?
Nightfall onto the site now, and they will be able to split up and conquer.
Gen Z belum kalah juga belum. Sama-sama belum kalah ini. Masih 2-0 dia. Up. Womo, eme. Oh nice.
Team Secret cleanly taking this back, tying it up 9-9. Still got a couple more ultimates to work with.
Itu King Dimmer, iya King 20 itu.
The series could still go to a map 3 onto Lotus if we make it there.
A map where both teams will have a lot to show.
Oh dilanjutin, siap-siap ketawa guys. Siap.
3 ultimates in this round, and it comes down to how Gen G might retake.
Mau dominasi Korea aja nih masa, ya gimana?
Might go in with a set
Tuan rumah bro Korea. Iya dong, nggak bisa dibilangin udah pada.
This is really more to just fish out, right? What's the setup here from Gen G? Okay, they spot the raise as well.
Bang Diki, kenapa ya? Like-nya belum 500.000.
Apa guys?
TS doesn't have to greed anything here. He can try to go for 1 kill. If he gets it, great. If not, he can just back out with the shadow step. Drop in the shadow step.
Ya, palanya si Sukri itu.
Do they know where he went?
Oh my god. TS melawan TS. TS melawan TS. Gila TS.
And he is able to turn it into a feast for himself.
What an amazing triple kill. And once again, showing the comfort that he has on that Omen, right? It just gives him
Ya Ben, Delek dari tadi bagus.
God, they're just spamming through the boxes and holding on the flash as well.
Aduh, topinya tuh.
As opposed to an Astra, this makes a lot more sense. Gaining a little bit more
Gua
mobility.
nih Hamjong nama Semida.
So on the other
Buset dah.
side, though, just these positions being held up by A main, it's going
Berarti
to
lu
be
bisa
tough
menang. Wah,
for Team Secret
jelas.
to break through, especially if you allow for a player like Meteor to get into the corner.
Now they push out. Gen G constantly changing up the setup they have to fight for A main.
Oh my god, Jeremy.
Ya ilah Jeremy. Teti baca berita aja.
Jeremy's not going to be able to respond in time and pull out the showstopper in time to get the double kill. Team Secret, they're still in the game though. Their backup leans out the overeager members.
Diperangin mulu dah. Apaan sih?
It comes down to that backup. The ultimate may be a little bit spent, but not the worst thing in the world. Now you have those numbers. Sometimes in these fights, the pawn has to be sacrificed. And then we have that Rolling Thunder, that orbital strike as a secondary piece of ultimate if we need it. Great intel from Goddead, though.
Yeah, and what a good timing. And oftentimes, if you don't have intel, that 1 minute to 50-second mark is, but then you're going to see the counter intel coming up from Secret. Now, here's the thing. You saw the Viper on the other side. Sure, you're stronger in numbers, but yeah, you don't want to go to where the Viper's set up. So they're just trying to fake out Gen G.
And now just to
Oh, pure pit. Aduh, tembak itu.
Eco. Blocked off by the
Buka Ben, yo.
as well. They will be able to get the spike plant. Still though, I'm a little bit worried because this is King.
I got nothing to lose. Up di after shock.
King able to get the first shot off. Got even odds now in Envy. Sustaining damage and all these.
Mati lu Envy, jangan
movements. Please don't burn
Oh,
alive.
nice.
Dubstep. They turned this into a crossfire setup. King knows that he has to go into it.
Kode ngapain kayaknya cuman buat compare leaderboard Ben, soalnya banyak bonus XP, fokus belajar di PC juga aman. Oke.
Oh, God. Oh.
Kok belajar bahasa kompe? Ngejar apa itu? Di Duolingo dapat apa emang kalau kompe?
He always calculates all the possible moves and all the different multiverses that lead to the best scenario of a win, right? I mean, that is literally the best thing you could have done if you're still going to try to go for the fight.
I have to
Aduh,
agree.
Jeremy.
That was that
Dapat
one
popu.
possible scenario. Pull off that little bit of a fake. Because they have the numbers on the side of Team Secret. They were able to pull that off. If he had landed a shot onto Dubstep, then we would have a whole different story.
Oh, yeah.
In that infinite multiverse.
Yeah, I mean, of course, right? Because then the 1v1...
Siapa tahu lagi, siapa tahu ya kan, setahun lagi bisa ke Korea. Di Pasifik, gue jadi tour guide ya kan.
Dubstep now just a step ahead, and we've seen Dubstep actually
3 ult ya orang mahal ya.
Itu kita merasakan kita udah ada di posisi yang ada di tier 1 lah untuk melawan.
Apa nih?
Jadi secara mental,
Anjas, timnas guys, mantap.
Kita sangat berharap
Ahmad, kamu kena timeout.
Lakukan untuk Valorant ini mulai tanggal 14 April sampai tanggal 29 April. Ya.
Oke.
Jadi untuk game PC, memang karena kiblatnya belum di Indonesia, kita menerbangkan mereka untuk benar-benar fokus, ya, untuk benar-benar bisa mendapatkan ilmu, untuk bisa mendapatkan skill, kemampuan dan apapun itu, ya, mereka kita terbangkan nanti ke Korea dan ke China, ya. Jadi itulah seberapa kita seriusnya di Platnas.
Tapi mengapa kau tak merubah ada
Ya ini tahu endingnya Jus Valorant nih, gue tahu banget. Makasih Samuan 25.000-nya. Endingnya si Jus Valorant itu. Ada aja.
You want to make the Rolling Thunder. I like this choice. You know, go for the angle that you haven't really tried to punish a lot. Get the Rolling Thunder. Now you're set up for a retake.
Gas ke Jepang Ben, Master Tokyo bertiga sama Ijul. Waduh, kalau tiba-tiba nih ya, gue kejatuhan duren ya kan, rezeki langsung gue ke Jepang kagak mikir.
Snakebite down just a delay. And Team Secret are forced to rotate again. Minute left on the clock, Will.
Fokus di game latihan di tier 1, iya. Gokil kan.
If you want to go for another fake, yeah, you do have to leave at least one person behind. So Borkum gonna wait to see if anyone
IRL gue di sana asli.
that they have more information. Now Gen G, they have no interest
Lan
in
Split
fighting
2
for
tanggal
A.
berapa?
They're
Masih
gonna play for
lama.
time.
Lan
They don't
Split
have
2
to.
tuh
If
Juni.
Team Secret walks past A main into the
Kan nanti
site,
aja berhenti
Rolling Thunder
dulu
instantly
grup
hits
stage
them.
gara-gara si game.
Yeah, I mean Rolling Thunder there. If not, if they think they've missed the timing, they can both push out together to
Ikutlah
find
kalau gitu
Dubstep.
Ben.
We
Nah,
know that
Paci.
he's always been playing these
Paci
lurks
sih
with
gue
that
yakin
Cypher.
3 bulan dari sekarang udah ini. Udah settle dia, udah lebih kaya dari gua guys, si Paci.
This is gonna make it a lot safer. Now,
Lebih kaya dari
Dubstep
OC,
has to so
Paci.
turn around. Dubstep actually, really, you just have to stay alive. You just have to stay alive to buy time, but
Level lu ada yang ke Jepang, ada bisa. Nggak umroh doang juga bisa, cuman gua harus ngomong sama orang pusat.
I don't hate this. And the spike planted out so much so in the open that allows
Oh, Lord Borkum.
from main and drop. Borkum coming up
Chill.
huge on this play from drop.
Si Otil.
Secures the position now. Gen G can only
Pakai
push
guys
in.
Hirokane,
from
jauh
ropes,
Hirokane,
from spawn.
Fukuoka.
Easy read for Team Secret.
Okay, the smokes are all set up.
Nendam ke
for
Tokyo,
Gen G.
bro.
They want to go for this round win. They're trying to pick up the ball as well, I think.
Buset,
All right, now
saving deh.
King not able to make it out alive though, so they were really just
11,
trying to go
11 bro,
in,
11
bait
bro.
up whatever else they could, do whatever damage they could.
Aduh.
But unfortunately,
Las, mal
Team
merah
Secret, their
aja.
setup said we don't need to rely on that ultimate just yet. We will win these duels and move
Mata
on
uangnya
to
bukan
the
rupiah
next
lagi,
round.
iya
And
nih
now
udah mayor juan
Gen G,
sekarang.
not good for
MYR.
here coming into round 22.
Makan Ben. Dih,
For Team
belum
Secret
juga
just to
buka lu
save
Pekanbaru.
for that match point as well. Gen G, seemingly a great setup, having that Rolling Thunder in their pockets, but just foiled by what we thought was a bit of a blunder, right? We thought that Dubstep just needed to stay alive. Sure, he might have lost his life, but Jeremy was instantly
Ayo
there to fill that
TS
gap.
dan
Yeah, and that was
masa
a
nggak
great
dikasih
call,
map 3
right?
bro?
And perhaps that's why Dubstep tries to grade this, because already Jeremy was going to try to come take control of Dish anyway.
Oh nice,
Shuts down King.
Dubstep.
They know that they're ahead.
12 lah ini pasti.
Firepower to Marshals across the board for Gen G, but the
Wah,
lone
timingnya
rifle
bro.
on TS. Fighting as if it's more than just one rifle. I mean, TS said, you guys need 5 parts to make one TS. Well, it's just me over here. It's the same value. Can he prove it with this one Vandal? I don't know how any of them get alive
Masih
from
muka
that
dia.
moment, but they all do.
Oh, and now Meteor has the angle as well. Team Secret, surely they don't continue to push past this.
Aduh.
Hot so low. And they try to reaggress back into the door. God dead. Still holding it. And then we have Eco up by Spawn. Meteor still the
Oh my god, tas.
They're really stuck. They have 0 exit. They commit so
Itu CT lu,
hard to this.
Borkum lah.
doubling
Agak
down
aware,
on
Cok.
the offensive push. Leaves them
Ben top up.
vulnerable and exposed.
Lah, langsung aja tanda
Will.
donate.
Gen G
Top up.
put
Hah?
up this wall.
Bisa berapa?
Well,
7.000.
yes, living up to that interview, right? How could you guys win against me 1v1 when you
Emang
need
cuma
all
beli
5
satu?
to make TS?
Goblok.
I'm already
Goblok.
100% TS, he
Bok,
says, with that lone Vandal. Saved over from the previous
Kalau
round and
bok-bok
now tied up
dibilang
once
beli
again
yang
11-11.
original sama
It's a
yang
head-to-head
sedang.
round
Cuma
with
beli
rifles across the
satu.
board.
Golobok.
Crucial ultimates ready as well, and Meteor. They've done this every time they needed a crucial win. Now Team Secret not entirely ready for it, but they
Agak beli nitip sambal gembus.
They have to find King.
Dibelinya satu.
surely.
Mana cukup
Surely
sambal
you
gembus
play-
satu.
You use the same move, surely.
Ah!
Surely you sniff it out, but they don't.
And what they do smell instead
Ah.
is near victory.
Apa Malmer?
Borkum the only one left. An incendiary orbital strike.
Satu
Aggressive
lawan
utility,
empat
but
sih,
it's not
aduh.
that useful in these fights. The spike dropped. If anything, he could flash them maybe out of position. But that's not enough, Will, is it?
No, and here's the thing, with the creds like yours, even keeping that one Molly alive for the next round is actually going to be so crucial. I mean, you just have to accept the fact it's a 1v4. I know, maybe it is finally Borkum time, but it's still 4 members on the other side of
Borkum
Gen G who also
time.
don't have the
Wait,
spike.
where's he going?
You're just trying to save. You're just trying to save, but there's so much time on the clock. Yeah, Borkum, he just has to
Gua
skate
kira
as
dia mau
far as
ke-drop loh,
possible,
lari.
right? I mean, you don't have any other choice. Match point, you just have to accept that it's already happened. You cannot possibly try.
Terungkat lagi ya
These
Allah.
are not the times for heroics.
Terungkat bobo Allah.
Some crazy moments. This is not it, and I cannot fault Borkum for going for the conservative
Kaben
choice.
ya, buka.
Every round just feels
like
it's Team Secret hanging by a thread.
10 seconds left.
They won't have enough for a big buy, for a full buy. That crucial
Masa
match
kalah
point round
tripti?
will.
Mana kalah
And
tripti?
Genji on the other hand, I don't know what it is. It might be the pressure, it might be the stress. But Genji
Buka
knows
bete.
exactly how to press in and make it
Sitit.
hurt. King just holding up by that one box, and you were saying Jeremy has played that position before.
Jurus ngetrol.
How did that happen?
I mean,
Open betting ha, 1, 2, 3 close. Kau tertipu.
as soon as that first go happens, we're at least trying to create some angles where you're not both exposed.
Balmer kurang cepat.
Not ready for it now. An operator in hand of Meteor. It's match point in
Tertipu
favor
kamu
of
koncol.
Gen G. Trying to close this out 2-0. Team Secret, they've showed so much promise, but today,
Mark
in
1.
the middle of each round, TS stays one step
Devin
ahead.
lagi RL Jepang
King
ya.
continues to shut down any hope from
Ntar
Team
coba kita
Secret.
tengok, kita
Can they
tengok.
take us to an overtime and a potential Lotus?
They're trying to. They're gonna fight tooth and nail, Will.
They have
Bit
to.
of a boombot just to try to push some positions out. They might have hurt that shrouded step, but
Delaynya lama
I don't
juga
know if
kan
that's
si
enough
game bro,
information.
si game.
All five
Tadi
stacked
ada
up
desa
together,
boten,
kinda like
ada
how
kemarin
Team
juga
Member last
udah.
week, but
Ya
You
Allah.
don't quite have the flash from Sky. What you do have is a Prowler, and that gives away so much. It comes down to a bit of a gamble.
I mean, Gen G, I don't think they have any interest in fighting this, right? You're gonna try to spray for some.
Aduh,
Oh,
emang.
he's still good for one.
Ditungguin dulu sedetik anjir. Aduh, 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 aduh. Aduh, aduh, one pipa situation. Aduh, rung. Aduh. GG bro. Genji bro. Jangan lupa di like adik-adik yang berjoin ya.
Bow down,
Holy fuck,
peasants.
Genji.
It takes 5 of you.
Siapa yang cair?
One
Wah, si Udin, gua inget nih Udin. Ya Din. Genji kan Din?
I've got Meteor, Goddead, Eco, Sylvan, and King.
An incredible lineup. And you know, this time both Eco and Silva taking the maps once again to victory on the side of Gen G, and Team Secret, you see it in their faces, they're just not satisfied.
Mana coba IRL Jepang, guys. Masih live gak Devinnya? Apa udah enggak? Apa live di IG? Keris stopper Dev ya. Oh masih nih.
Saya nggak boleh 1 berdua.
Anjir 5 hour ago.
Yang basicnya aja kalau mau.
25. Udah kayak Jinny TTY deh, keren amat.
5. Mana nih sih, Men? Sama konser nontonnya kan berdiri, lu kuat emang. Banyaknya bingung. Setinggi platform.
Lagi ngantri apa nih ngap?
Makanya jangan makan ramen. Hari-hari makan kenyang lagi. Tadi gue belum
Mendongo.
Bisa pesan lagi nggak ya?
Lu mau?
Mau.
Philip rice loh.
Nggak, yang ini yang atas. Side dishes.
Ini rice,
Nah,
udah
iya.
itu rice.
Gue pengen yang dagingnya doang. Udah nggak jadi.
Ini viral di TikTok ah.
Nih, tuh, daging doang tuh. Mau yang
Oh,
Char-siu.
gitu.
Char-siu. Iya.
Ada Mengdokchan, Mendongo.
Mau ke Hokkaido. Hakone.
Kok Devin jalan-jalan bawa batu.
Hirokane. Uang.
Bilangin dong mau.
Hokane uang.
Nih batu nih, batu.
Nomor 18. 19. Gomedasai.
Udah. Yang bertiga tadi.
Kalau nggak bisa nggak apa-apa.
Orang ini itu aja.
Batu Jepang.
Kok Devin jalan-jalan bawa batu, iya nemu di kali. Tebak siapa?
Udah bilang kok.
Pasti lu nggak akan bilang, lu nggak akan berani. Ini lu kenal.
Gua gak pernah manggil Ko Devin.
Siapa?
Kacia.
Hah?
Kacia.
Nggak, cowok.
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 Bukan Bang
Oip.
Masa Bang Epun bilangnya kok?
Enggak, bukan. Ada orang, ada teman kita nyapa di chat. Oip tuh. Oip.
Ayo ketemu lagi, udah lama nggak ketemu loh.
Oh. Siapa itu? Siapa nih? Olip kayak gini nih siapa?
Ayo.
Upi.
Salah.
Lokasinya udah bener.
Kodok.
Makasih ya bener.
Lokasinya udah bener.
Ajak mereka dong, ayo.
Oke, nanti aku culik, aman aja.
Tapi lokasinya bukan Upi, tapi lokasinya udah bener. Upi tinggal di mana?
Bang Diki.
Nah.
Anjay.
Bro. What's up bro?
What's up bro?
Ya makanya
Iya, Diki di Bandung kan lokasinya udah bener.
Berapa yang
Upi
Jepang
dia,
ya?
Lokasinya udah bener tuh.
Diki mau nyusul.
Nanti Master Tokyo. Anjay.
Ada bestie.
Udah lama bro, nggak ketemu bro. Enak ya bawa translator ya kalian deh.
Aja culik aman teh naon. 18. Char siu pok.
Enak juga tuh. Batu bisa translate.
Dia ngambil itunya kan?
Hah? Kasihan juga gua jadinya.
Kalau dibayarin gas nyusul.
Hokkaido itu.
Lah itu mah no question bro. Bentar. Sekarang 2000 berapa ya? Fuck.
Oh. Ini atas bawah, kecuali yang putih.
Fuck, tahun ini paspor gua habis.
Sobambang bang.
Tapi lu belum centang. Lah,
WK 10X.
WK 10X.
maksudnya apaan?
Hari-hari tapi
Belum centang juga di Christopher Devin udah 2 tahun, Bos.
Ya, makanya kita aja.
2 years 5 mon.
Iya nih batunya katanya kalau megang batu tahan.
Belum buka iya belum.
Oh, lu lagi kesini?
Iya.
Tunggu bentar ya, ngambil dulu. Lupa.
Bang Diki.
Apalagi?
Kelas.
Bentar do, lagi buka puasa.
Mie lagi, sumpah abis ini rambut gue jadi mie guys. Lagi nge-recommend salah satu tempat makan ramen di Ginza di gang kecil yang paling.
Bayangin kemarin pas ke Yesi nganti apa benar.
Katanya enak banget, saking enaknya Giregi mau ke Jepang lagi besok buat kesini.
Hai. Bentar dok, lagi buka puasa katanya.
Oh. Assalamualaikum. Siap. Laksanakan. Waalaikumsalam.
Anjay maba.
Kelas cupak.
Kelas cuak. Nah, siapa yang bisa baca? Bisa baca Mendo donate pakai super chat.
Donate aku kakak.
Ichi bang, aku tahu.
Tadi udah dipanggil perasaan belum masuk. Belum nih dikit lagi nih. Tinggal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 orang kayaknya atau keluarga. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Malas juga udah ngomongnya cuma terakhir doang. Hah? Malas juga ngomongnya cuma bisa mas. Nggak sekalian promo.
Enggak.
Wih, lagi hunting apa bang?
Telur ceplok.
Kartu bang?
Enggak, tempat hunting aja emang.
Harus eye contact terus.
Kok masih 51 sih Max?
Lama-lama jadi first
Emang
sight.
berapa?
Kayak 54 udah belum ya?
Aduh capek.
Ntar 5 ya, jam 5 ya?
Satu-satu.
Sat-sat harus belat nanti.
Satset. Banyak bacot.
Dia bisa gitu loh ngomongnya. Pas yang dipakai dia tuh gue ketawa anjir.
Hero sat first blood. Tet opening langsung.
opening just no limit.
Halo bro.
Kalau nggak ada yang ngerti bahasa Jepang gimana tuh? Ya udah kan ada bahasa Inggris ya tadi. Dia juga bisa bahasa Inggris Siki.
Enak.
Jangan meremehkan.
Buka, ulen.
Ini CCTV bro.
Mendo nggak bawa ceweknya. Jangan lah, nanti marah.
Lu harus merendah dong. Nggak boleh meninggi. Tapi di Jepang, kalau lu personal, menurut lo apa yang kurang dari Jepang?
Apa yang kurang dari Jepang?
Kacau subrek.
Enggak. Kan lu yang kurangnya bukan lu. Lo merasa dari Jepang ini kurang apa yang di Indonesia tuh ada?
Kurang murah.
Enggak dong.
Kurang murah. Batu nih orang.
Misalnya nih, wah di Indonesia tuh nggak ada jembatan penyeberangan. Ini ada. Nah kalau lu di Jepang, apa yang lu merasa? Apa nggak ada? Apa yang lu merasa? Kok di Indo ada, di sini nggak ada? Oh tenang.
Ini pasti apa namanya? Devin power banknya pakai yang gede nih guys. Ini pasti kamera HP kan, nggak mungkin nggak dong.
Kabelnya. Soalnya ini kabel official Samsung.
Duh, Samsung ya kan?
Kang, tapi harga beras.
Ih ya Allah, lihat tuh lampu gedung ya Allah, di bau gedung. Ya Allah.
Paling cut satu.
Beuh.
Itu ABCD si AB. Nah nggak ada. Yang paling mahal berapa? Bang, berapa hari? 2 minggu. Juga mereka
Jernih banget, gila ya.
Ada namanya tuh.
Jadi mah jernih harinya tinggal bitrate gitu guys ya.
wah hilang nih jangan.
Aduh udah punya DBS Tower. Shh, diem. Jangan solo cok. Baru maghrib ya.
Ada namanya sih. Ada namanya Sar.
Jepang band amin adik-adik. Langsung aja Duolingo.
Ada nih, jadi Japan Rail Pass di Jepang.
Barcode-nya jangan
Itu bentuknya kertas doang guys.
Nanti bisa scan lah.
Kertas doang. Dan ini bukan kartu ya, bisa dilipat gitu.
Ya kalau misalnya di scan orang kan takut juga.
Padahal lu tunjukin Suika lu.
Ada namanya, jangan kasih lihat.
Harusnya
2 menit.
kenapa nggak kartu? Ya kan? Kertas kalau jatuh nggak ada suara. Tapi kan kalau kartu kan berasa.
Continue with Google.
Terus kalau sampai hilang, lu bisa tuker gitu. Ganti bahan.
Gini kan bener kan? Duolingo ini kan?
Benar.
Already some. Kayak start the test.
Itu satu ada banyak.
Gohang,
Apalagi
Ocha.
seorang Ilham.
Jepang itu
Gohang, Ocha.
apa ya?
Oh, Goh.
Ocha.
かっこいい人です
Triknya gimana?
Di rules.
Rules yang mana?
Apa?
かっこいい人ですかっこいい人ですかっこいい人ですかっこいい人ですかっこいい人です
Tuh, susah guys kan? Tuh, lihat. Udah ngasih salah, lihat tuh.
緑茶と水
Tuh, nggak ada. Bisa gua skip.
Nah,
Tapi hilang di hari ke
3. Gila keren banget.
寿司と水
Hari ketiga hilang.
Shiba Inu gak sih?
Shiba Inu Kishikia.
寿司
Sushi. Selamat berbuka teman-teman semua. Selamat berbuka. Nih, Mendo mau ngucapin
Mizu.
doa buka puasa katanya.
Sushi kudasai. Kudasai.
Sushi kudasai, please berarti. Bodoh. Ulang.
Kalau apa sih, Dok? Tapi tadi
Mizu.
oh iya kan lu buka lebih early ya.
Ya.
Mizu.
Iya. Iya.
Gohan.
Gitu ya?
Doa makan dulu, doa makan.
Oh, doa makan ini.
Gohan kudasai.
Allah mabaikana, mengarjakana, wakina azabannar. Amin.
Mizu kudasai.
Piali, makasih udah jadi member.
Iya. Enggak. Coba di collab.
Mi kudasai.
Oh, gua takut. Takut.
Gohan.
Takut ya. Kelas.
Gohan.
Masya Allah.
Masya Allah.
Ocha.
Sushi kudasai.
Ustadz Mendo kelas. Sebentar lagi tapi dia mau katanya dia minta dibaptis guys.
Ocha.
Hari-hari disucikan.
Soalnya
dengan
dia,
holy water.
Ocha.
Dia udah gue jebak kemarin. Gue jebak dia. Lu percaya Yesus Kristus.
Ini gimana caranya?
Gohan.
Gitu. Oh.
Terus lu jawab.
Mizu.
Gitu.
Ocha.
Kudasai.
Ocha kudasai. Ocha. Ocha.
Lagi tidur kan mana ada yang inget dong.
Yesus Kristusnya, Dok. Goseng-goseng.
Gohan.
Udah gue bawa bukti itu
Ocha.
ke gereja. Lu udah
Sushi.
resmi ya?
Kudasai. Gohan.
Kena jebakan Batman.
Kocak kudasai.
Kudasai.
Udah ini.
Hari-hari lokal.
Udah langsung ini. Langsung Jepang kita, guys. Lah, sampai nge-lag. Woi. Tuh, berasa kumon kok 2 menit.
Bikin akun lagi. Aduh, kena hack. Kena hack.
Baby step. 3 hari.
Kode referral lagi.
Kode referral.
Oke.
Subtitlenya mana bang? Buat apa kocak? Lu pikir lagi nonton
Mizu. Gohan.
Tokyomotion.com.
Sushi.
Ocha.
Subtitle aja.
Sushi kudasai.
.net.
Kan sengaja gue. Bodoh nih orang malah dikoreksi lah.
Sushi to
Jangan
gohan.
dicek dong.
Jangan guys. Nanti
Lagian lu bilang gitu udah
kan
keluar.
orang kagak tahu apa.
Emang kalau net apa?
Ocha to mizu. Cha.
Bang cobain gereja di Jepang. Anjay cobain.
Kudasai.
Di review.
Ocha. Sushi.
Teksturnya enak.
Gohan. Gohan to sushi.
Aromanya vanilla.
Mizu to sushi.
Kan Jepang.
Mizu to sushi.
Mizu kudasai. Mi kudasai. Mizu. Go.
Pas gua cek kok
Mizu
interaksi
to
positif.
gohan
Nah,
kudasai.
tapi grade lu negatif itu. Harus dipositifin.
Berarti kurang ion negatif ya.
Ya, benar.
Kalau internetnya positif
Gohan.
kurang ion negatif.
Mizu.
Nah,
Ocha.
Sushi.
Untuk bisa terus apa namanya?
Go.
Koneksi.
Ocha to mizu.
Oh bisa begitu ya? Ini pencet apa M?
M.
Maksiat. Mendo. Oh Mendo ya.
Mizu.
Gohan.
Sushi kudasai.
Gokil.
Udah berapa menit ngantri?
Kok kompe gue lagi belajar, bro. Kok dibilang kompe sih? Gimana?
Asik
Coba guys.
rewind.
Facecam gak ketolong, hah?
Kalian put
Emang gua gimana?
kita udah ngantri
Bang, lu stream. Oh iya, lupa.
Yang bener.
Gue lagi belajar, bro, ya elah.
Sorry, hero.
Ya udah, kita udahan dulu kali adik-adik ya. Nah, coba tes ngomong pakai bahasa Jepang. Gohan kudasai. Gohan tomizu kudasai.
Aduh.
Nani wa, nani des. Dah.
Di kereta ya?
Gimana, Ju?
Hah?
Gas berangkat Jepang.
Komedi di rumah lah kocak bikinnya.
Maksudnya mukanya sering liat di kereta.
Kompe parah, cuy. Sumpah gue pengen belajar.
50 menit.
Seru nih kayaknya nih.
50 menit kan kita ngantri. Hebat loh kita loh.
Gokil.
Temen gue 5
Baterai
30 menit nih.
coba kita tanya ya. Baterai kuat sampai berapa jam, Pin?
Ajep.
Anjay wibu. Bang kangen.
Ya wibu.
Bang, gue besok
Facecam lu putih semua ya, gara-gara pakai baju putih, sorry ya.
baterai kuat sampai berapa jam, Vin? Oh, kalau lu nggak pakai power bank, cuma bener cas 100% nih HP lu, tangan 2 jam habis dik. Ditambah lagi gue pakai gimbal kan, supaya gue gini-gini.
Oh iya.
Ya gerak sih, cuma motionnya
Madep
lebih smooth
tuh
gitu.
power bank.
Itu 4 jam gimbalnya. Jadi saran gue, lu mesti punya power bank 20.000 mAh satu. Gitu.
Oh gitu guys ya.
Ini gue pakai power bank dari tadi jam berapa kita jalan? Setengah 2 ya. Dari jam setengah 2 sampai sekarang nih 6 jam. Habis. Ya enggak masih kuat. Tapi power bank gue masih 40%.
Kelas. Belajar dari Gini katanya. Catat dulu adik-adik ya, catat ya. Jangan sampai lupa ya.
Ya technically kalau sebenarnya kalau ngecas pakai power bank itu nggak rusak. Tapi karena lu pakai sambil pakai HP lu, itu yang bikin rusak.
Serasa jadi tower enggak bang di sana orang Jepang pada pendek-pendek.
Jadi ajak ngobrol guys, aku nggak ngerti. Kelas. Oh.
Bang nggak sholat tuh lah tuh pakai emot tuh. Di delete lagi sama moderator itu di time out.
Senin. Berarti kita bertiga.
Emang Devin 3 berapa? 2 meter bro. Woi masuk. Ore masuk. Asik.
Ekspansi sih. Kenapa mereka nggak ekspansi?
Di sini doang tokonya guys.
Karena mereka
ini the real nih, makan ramen namanya nih. Jangan lupa sebelum makan doa tidur bang. Pakai emot. Pakai emot cool.
Halo pokoknya.
Antri bukber. Lu sama Devin, tinggi Devin jauh-jauh bro. Gua gini dikit nih. Vin, nah kita dikit. Dikit lah, dikit gini. Dikit aja. Wah, mendongo. Manugi tinggian sana, Ben. Lu Manugi tingginya sana. Sana tinggi lu. Nah, tinggi lu berapa? 1.8-an. Oke adik-adik, sepertinya rangkaian PCT Pasifik hari ini sudah habis. Kita tele-tele dulu ya. Saya mau makan berat dulu. Nanti kita habis taraweh. Lanjut ya seperti biasa, oke? Bentar. Kita bikin ini dulu deh. Sekarang jam berapa guys?
Nanti sejam 10 menit.
Nah, kita bikin ini ya. Mana sih namanya? Nah, kita bikin biasa milestone iseng-iseng ya sampai sahur. Siapa tahu terisi ya kan? Oke, doakan gua, semoga gua bisa belajar Duolingo dengan konsisten. Kalau misalnya gua suka nih sama nih aplikasi, gua bakal belajar bahasa, oke? TTD semuanya selamat berbuka, selamat menjalani ibadah sholat maghrib ya bagi yang menjalankan. Nanti ditunggu lagi abis tarawih sekitar jam 8 kita akan streaming. Thank you semuanya yang masih mau nonton, nanti kita pindahin ke teman kita yang masih streaming ya. TTD emot lope. Saya cabut dulu. Dadah. Bismillah, lebih dari 250k ini mah, amin. Siapa yang masih live guys? Lah, gak ada teman-teman gue udah. Lu orang nonton Devin aja tuh, nonton Devin ya. Kirim ke Devin aja nih.